Hello and welcome back to the subreddit r/am I the arsehole. Disclaimer, I sound a bit like dyslexic in it because I need to read some more books, but it's okay, just hold it, it's holding. Fucking, what does holding mean? Like, hold on, there you go, hold on. It will be okay, just be patient with me, please, and don't click off or I'll cry, please. But yeah. The first post is, am I the arsehole for telling my sister to adopt kids if she wants them so much? My 35-year-old sister Hannah went through a horrible divorce in 2021 and lost her home. I let her live with me for 2 years so she could save enough money for a new home. I am a single mother of 2 girls, 9 and 4. We had more than enough space for one more person, so we were happy to have her. She helps around the house, pays some of the bills even though I told her she doesn't need to, and is generally sweet. My daughters love her too. She works part-time and she spends many hours at home. She willingly took up the role of a babysitter so I wouldn't have to pay for a nanny/daycare anymore. Of course, I was happy with this. On to the issue. I'm glad she takes such good care of my daughter, but sometimes I think she takes it too far. She started asking to tag along to school events for my eldest, which wasn't a problem until she started introducing my kids as hers. I talked to her about it and told her it's confusing for teachers if they have contradicting information about who my kids' parents are. She stopped, but only for a while, until I learnt my new neighbours think she's my kid's mother. I was floored yesterday, when my youngest called her mummy in my presence. I asked Hannah what was going on, and she brushed it off, saying toddlers often look at random women and say mama, or random men and say dada. I instantly knew that was a lie, because my daughter has never called anyone else mummy. While I was helping my eldest with homework, she told me her sister only calls Hannah mummy because Hannah told them to call her that in public, and she was too scared to tell me because Aunt Hannah will get mad. I was furious. I confronted her immediately, and her response was along the lines of, "You should be happy I treat them well enough for them to see me as a second mother. Your girls are happy to have a second mom as well, and I just love kids." I was fuming. In the heat of the argument, I told her if she wants kids so much, she should adopt some of her own. I admit this was mean, since she can't have kids and it was part of what caused the divorce, and my family have been calling and texting me, saying I'm cruel for what I said. But I also feel she needs to hear this. Am I the arsehole? You are not the arsehole.
By you
Because those are your kids.
Am I the
she shouldn't
arsehole
be
for telling
taking
my
the
wife to
motherly
stop
role
acting out
away
in front
from
of my
you,
mum?
because it is a fact
My
that
wife and I
you've
had our
those
baby boy
children.
5 weeks
And
ago.
what you said,
Everything's going fine. No
she
health
should
problems or
adopt
complications
some kids
whatsoever.
if she wants to have some of
However,
her
my
own.
wife is often
It's completely
exhausted, so I
true.
let my mum come
If
over
she
to help
wants
out
kids
with
of her
cleaning
own,
and stuff.
she can adopt.
I can barely have time to work, and also at the same time spend time with the baby and bond with him a little bit. The thing is, my wife acts strange whenever she sees my mum with our son. She'd make a face and talk to her in a descending tone, even raises her voice at her, causing mum to feel hurt. I asked my wife about it. She said it was because of what my mum is doing. I asked her to elaborate, and she complained about mum holding the baby for too long and taking forever to give him back to her. Mum argued that my wife could ask nicely instead of outright yelling, but my wife defended herself, saying that she only starts raising her voice after she already asked a couple of times and mum won't listen. They started arguing and mum started crying. That's when I felt enraged. I pulled my wife aside and told her to stop acting out, and that if she keeps this up, we won't get any more help from mum. She argued that she was trying to feed our son, and that it was awful of me to think of it as acting out. I said I understood her frustration, and yes, mum can do things that require some patience from us, but a little kindness can go a long way in keeping the peace in this difficult time. She called me selfish and said that it is easy for me to say that when I am not the one dealing with this. From there, the argument escalated despite me trying to cut it short. I went outside to calm down, and after that my wife started cold shouldering me. I told her this was not okay, but she told me to go screw myself. And from now on out, I should deal with taking our son back from my mother when it was time for feeding, since I condone this behaviour.
I'm not condoning anything, and I really think she's stressed out, yes, but the way she behaves around my mum, in my opinion, is not okay. OP, you are the asshole.
At the beginning you said, my wife was exhausted, so I let my mother come over. You didn't discuss this with your wife. So, because you decided this by yourself, after she did come over and she started helping, that wasn't helping your wife because you never asked if it was helping. And your wife said, you wouldn't be saying this if you were in her position. That's very true. You don't understand what's happening if you're not the one looking after the baby. Like you said, you had work. So, I understand your wife's frustrations. But, even though shouting at her might have not been the best thing to do, I understand why she's angry because she's said it multiple times to your mother. So, in this case, yes, you are the asshole. This was posted by user Rogers Ginger. Am I the asshole for leaving my partner's kids, 9 and 13, unattended in a hotel pool to go to the bathroom? First time travelling with my partner, 49 male, and his 2 boys, 9 and 13. I get along great with the boys. They're awesome, smart, creative, funny kids. They can also be jerks, but that's normal. I'm on the verge of becoming an official stepmom, which will be a big step for all of us. Lately, I felt extra scrutiny from the 3 of them, kids and boyfriend, which makes sense. Both boys have mentioned to my partner that I left them unattended in a hotel pool on this trip. I got pretty defensive when he brought it up, but perhaps I am the asshole. I grew up a latchkey kid in the 90s, and I am often surprised at the lack of independence both boys demonstrate. Neither of them walk to or from school a few blocks away. They can't be left home alone for an hour to run errands, or go to the corner shop by themselves. It seems odd to me, but I accept that I may be old and wrong. Anyway, I was watching them in the hotel pool. Small pool, not deep, but no lifeguard. My partner said he was going upstairs to get his swimsuit, and left for 40 minutes. I had to go piss. I said jokingly to them, okay dudes, shallow end, no drowning, and went to the lobby bathroom for maybe 5 minutes, and then came back to watch them. Weeks later, this has come up with both of them. I am annoyed with my partner for disappearing for an extended period of time when I thought he was coming back to swim. And I am annoyed with the boys for ratting me out as if I left them in a burning car or something when I just had to go piss, and they are 9 and 3, and both decent swimmers. Maybe I am wrong. Am I the arsehole? No. You are not the arsehole, OP. If you can't leave a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old alone in a pool for goddamn 5 minutes, then you are not the problem. Am I the arsehole for abandoning my mother in Colombia? Huh? What? This was submitted by you/Western Fisherman. I, 43-year-old female, was born in Colombia, but my family moved to British Columbia when I was 4. I am Canadian. I do not have Colombian citizenship, and I don't really want it. I love visiting the country, but my life is in Canada. I am down here right now for a family wedding. I travelled down here with my mother, 75, because she thinks she's getting old. She has no problem going on vacations in Europe or Asia by herself, but she always tries to drag myself, one of my siblings, or my father down here. It's a beautiful country, and the people are friendly and kind. But she always tries to make us stay with family, which would be fine as many of our relatives have large homes and apartments with spare guest rooms. But she never picks those. She always wants to stay with the girl who just had her 6th baby and is only 25. That's an exaggeration, but not by much. Or with her uncle who literally lives in a house with dirt floors. Once again, nothing wrong with that, but I don't really enjoy that experience. So this time around, I got myself an Airbnb in a really nice part of the city without telling her. When we arrived, one of my cousins on my dad's side picked us up and gave us a ride there. It's spacious and lovely. We unloaded all her luggage at the apartment, and we spent the day strolling, shopping, and stopping for food whenever we felt like it. No pressure from anyone. When we got back to the apartment, she started giving me shit. Whoa, for making her stay so far away from the family. I told her no one was forcing her to stay with me, and she was welcome to call anyone to take her when she arranged to stay. So she called her sister, who came and got her. They kicked her grandchild out of her room, and that's where she is staying, with 8 people in a 4-bedroom apartment. I saw her at the wedding, and she is pissed that I am staying in luxury while she isn't. I did rent a 2-bedroom in case that's what she wanted, but she didn't. Her family also gave me shit and says I abandoned her. Am I the arsehole? Nah, I don't think you're the arsehole, because your mum doesn't even seem to know what she wants. At the beginning, I thought, like, oh, she wants to see her family, but now it's like, oh, after you did go there, you saw your family, and she's like, she chose herself not to be in the hotel, but then is complaining about it now, which doesn't make sense. And you didn't abandon her, she chose to, like, go stay with, like, the family anyway, and why is she complaining now? Doesn't make sense. Are you still here? If you are, why? Guess what I'm editing this on? My bloody phone. Hopefully I can buy a PC soon, but if not, it's fine. I'll carry on editing on this, but you know, it just takes longer, you know? But if you're still here, thank you. And I will try keep making, like, regular Reddit videos. You know, I'm enjoying it, but it's embarrassing, man. Like, my mom keeps walking in thinking I'm talking to myself. She thinks I'm mental. Also, I'm sorry, I keep, like, stuttering. I'm not used to, like, talking to my phone, and I can't lie, at this point I feel dyslexic because of how shit I read. But it's okay, I just need to read some books, you know? It'll be fine. But yeah, like, please subscribe or like the video if you want. I don't know. I'll give you a virtual high five. There you go. Alright, like, bye. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully. If I don't, like, if I stop being dyslexic in it.